What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Judeo and I'm back again with a new video. Today we're going to be reacting to what they eat in Russia, delicious Moscow food tour. So this is my first time watching any kind of video like this. I don't even know what Russians eat, but today we're going to find out, and it says it's going to be delicious, so I'm excited for it. Without wasting the time, let's get to it.
I think in Russia we never say cheers for something. We always make a toast. We always drink for something, for good health, for more food is coming so quickly.
Ваше здоровье.
Ваше здоровье.
Today is day 4 in Moscow, and today we're doing one of our favorite things to do when we visit a new city.
We are going on a food tour. We are extra excited about this food tour.
Yeah,
one, because we haven't had a ton of Russian food since we've been here, and two, we really don't know how to order or what to order because the language barrier has proved to be pretty difficult. So thankfully, we're going on a private tour today. We're going to get taken around all the best spots.
And try out all the Russian foods.
So our guide's name is Katerina. She taught Russian in the US for a long time and went to school there, so she speaks really good English. We've already learned a ton. She said we're going to stop at like 4 or 5 places today and try all the good Russian food and even some Georgian food.
It's the honey of wild bees.
Wow!
And as this girl made a joke, so bears bring it to them to change for raspberries.
It's really good.
So that big walking street we were just on always...
Oh, so you can test it right there. Would I be wrong if I just walk around and test the food and not have to buy it?
has little booths set up on it, like a little
I like
market,
that.
and they're pretty much year-round. Apparently, the Russians always have something to celebrate. Whatever is in season, that's what they're selling, and they're always changing.
So we stopped at the honey booth and got to try some local honey, and we learned a very interesting urban legend. In Russia, like one of the oldest drinks here is called mead, and it's a honey wine that's slightly alcoholic. And in order to encourage newlyweds to reproduce, they would make them drink honey wine for a month. And so legend goes that that's where the term honeymoon comes from. Don't know if it's true or not. Thank you very much.
Kind of sounds justifiable.
We just rode the metro a couple of stops to a new part of town. Our first proper meal is a Ukrainian-Russian restaurant. Apparently, despite their differences, their food is very similar. I've only eaten 1 scoop of peanut butter today in preparation for all the food. Sorry.
I want to see the food. That's what I'm waiting for.
Trying the mystery snack. It doesn't have much of a smell.
So do you know what is on the outside?
No.
It's fat, actually.
Oh, it's fat! What kind of fat? In Russia, it's traditional to have little snacks when you drink, including pork fat wrapped around part of a garlic plant. And I was tricked into eating the pork fat.
Everybody's on a diet here.
It's actually pretty good. Katerina's ordering for us. It's really nice to have a Russian know what to order.
So the first thing we can try is this spread. So I suggest you trying and then try to guess what it might be.
It looks like raw meat. And it smells like garlic.
Garlic, there is garlic here. It's good.
It's really, really good.
Again, this is pork's fat, but it's like means like to make it like a spread, and they add different herbs and also garlic. So you put it on bread just to start the meal. So this is based on vodka, and they add cranberry like juice. In Russia, we usually say "Ваше здоровье."
Ваше здоровье.
Which means
Ваше здоровье. Oh, I've learned something.
Your health. So we wish you
My Russian is going to be fluent very soon.
Ваше здоровье.
It's not that strong.
It's not that strong as vodka. So this is borscht, and usually you eat it with sour cream and pampushka, or this garlic bread. And also we have dumplings. In Russian we call it pilmeni or vareniki.
I'm a huge fan of Russian dumplings.
So in addition to all of these delicious foods, we are also trying some local drinks. This is kvass. It's like a fermented bread drink made from rye bread. It kind of tastes like a mix between Coke and beer. It definitely has like a really unique flavor. It's slightly carbonated, but probably the most interesting thing is it's slightly alcoholic, but the kids still drink it. So it's like the kids' beer. All of this food has been incredibly delicious. I could eat everything on this table, but we're just getting started with the food tour. Oh, just a tiny bit. Too much already.
Даже поменьше можно.
So we were walking out of the restaurant, and they offered us, it's similar to the vodka cranberry juice, except this is basically vodka with horseradish in it. It burns in so many ways.
Yeah, I don't think so. If it did burn, you feel it. It's gonna be like, ah, on my mouth.
It should be polite.
But you're not supposed to.
Alright, let's go.
I hope you still have space in your belly.
That was a big stop, but I think I have room. So our next restaurant is Georgian Food, which apparently is a huge part of the Russian cuisine. Our guide compared it to Mexican food in the US, which I felt like was a really good analogy. Really excited to try it.
They might have different cheese. It's called kali. So here we have a traditional drink.
Yeah.
It's called tarhun. Can you pronounce it? Tarhun. Very good. So the main ingredient here is estragon or tarragon.
Tarragon. I knew I smelled some kind of
Ваше здоровье.
Ваше здоровье.
Do it in the center. Хачапури. Харчо. Traditional soup. Georgian or Armenian. So it's typical of Caucasus region. And luля kebab. Time to try.
Kebab, yeah. That's my thing. What is that? What is this thing here? Is it like beef? I didn't get what she was explaining.
We have another full table of food, starting with this pizza-like dish. It is cheese and bread, and it is so good.
So the main thing is the juice which is inside. So that's why you have this pot. So, and it's very important to hold here. So you just bite a little bit and make sure the juice is not gonna go out. So you
I'm glad you warned me.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Let's try it.
There's like soup in there. That would have gone all over my face if you wouldn't have told me.
I mean, there's so many dishes. It's just like a little bit of tasting.
Yeah.
A little bit of tasting of Georgia. So maybe your
really
next destination should be Georgia. Our next stop is going to be in the center of Moscow, closer to Red Square, in the famous
That's a lot of food for one day.
department store, which is called Gum.
We called gum yesterday.
Yes, most foreigners call it gum, and I always say it's not a chewing gum at all. Gum means the main department store of Moscow.
Okay.
It's acronym.
Okay.
Yes.
Moscow Metro.
So we were all getting on the train and I jumped on first, and as soon as I did, the doors slammed behind me, so I've currently been split up from Kara and Katerina, but they should be showing up on the next train, hopefully. I think that was the plan, one stop, so I'm just waiting here. And there they are! Easy!
Sweet!
Bringing up some sweets.
This is the most like traditional. So you can see Red Square over there.
Ooh, this place is beautiful. See, I'll be taking pictures, bro, like constantly. My camera is gonna be functional at this point. Beautiful buildings.
And this is actually the upper trading rows. They're called so because back in times Red Square was known as Market Square. It was hustle and bustle with street traders, and it was called Red Square only. People started calling it only in the 17th century because in the old Russian language, red meant beautiful. So red, it's not related with the color of the wall of the Kremlin or communist times or bloodsheds. Basically, red also meant beautiful. In Russian, it's Krasная площадь. Yes, Krasная площадь.
Krasная площадь.
It's okay. Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
So we've just come inside a grocery store in the GUM. This is grocery store number 1. So back during Soviet times, they actually used to number the grocery stores, and this was number 1. So it was like the main grocery store, and they've kept it essentially exactly the same. I think there's a lot more variety in the food than there was in Soviet times, but like it looks exactly the same as it used to. So in addition to a Soviet grocery store in this mall, they also have a old school Soviet cafeteria, which is like not like a restaurant, it's more like a serve yourself type of place. We're going to check it out now.
One of my favorite stops, coffee and dessert.
They've eaten a lot of food for one day.
So we picked this up from the grocery store. It was actually in the cheese section. Katerina says that she eats it for breakfast, but you can really eat it anytime. And it's kind of like cheesecake, but it's really cottage cheese covered in chocolate. It's like the richest cheesecake I've ever had. Like it's not cheesecake, but that's what it tastes like. I would totally eat this for breakfast. What is it called?
It's called sirok. Glazirованный sirok.
I love it.
It's hard to pronounce.
We are ending this tour by trying some Russian chocolates.
She's making me hungry, bro.
It's so light.
It is now 7 p.m., which means that we have
I
been...
haven't seen any food here similar to like the kind of food I see in Canada. Everything is just authentic to Russia. I thought if they go to a restaurant, they might see something and be like, oh, this is like a Mexican food, or this is like I don't know, Chinese food. But everything so far has been strictly Russian food, and I like it that way.
been eating.
And the buildings, man, like, I mean, it feels normal for the people that live here, but the buildings are just super beautiful. Like, they're not normal buildings. They look like buildings that were raised in like the, I don't know, 1800s. But they've been very well maintained. The colors are intact, the lighting, everything is beautiful.
For the last 5 hours.
But not only eating, we have learned so much. Katerina was just constantly telling us stories and history, and they were like really good.
I love food tours that incorporate food and history,
Education.
and I learned so much about Russia today.
Yeah, and she had so many personal stories too about like Soviet times with her parents, and that just made it so cool.
And she lived through part of the Soviet times, so it was just like a very unique, very awesome tour.
But this company does not only do food tours, that's what we did obviously, but you can do any kind of tour, 1 day tour, 2 days. You can do just a walking tour.
They do customized tours.
Yeah,
so basically like
private
whatever you want to do when you come to Moscow, they can set it up for you. She was telling us they had a girl that was...
Is it Moscow or Moscow? Please correct me if I've been saying it wrong this whole time.
was interested in violins and composers, and they set up an entire tour for her.
Yeah, so if you're coming to Moscow, you have to check the link in the description. And I think they're expanding to other cities too.
We do a lot of tours, and I can say that this one like definitely ranks up at the top. So we didn't do all of their other stuff, but we can highly recommend anything they do because it's very high quality.
especially the food tour.
It was so good because like this is our last full day in Moscow. We're leaving to get on the Trans-Siberian tomorrow, and I was kind of feeling like before this tour like we had just barely scratched the surface. But I feel like we learned so much today.
Yeah, and ate so much.
Thank you, Katerina, for the awesome tour.
She's
and
so
go
happy
check
about
out
the
Bridge
food,
to Moscow.
like, and
link
ate
below.
so much. All right, that was a good video. Yeah, I need to learn Russian, you know, freshen up on my Russian. So when I get to Moscow, they're gonna see me being fluent with my dealings. Let me know what you guys think of that video. Tell me about the food, you know, share some knowledge with me. Talk to me about more videos you would like to see on the channel. You know, let's have a discussion in the comment section. This is the end of this video. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a very wonderful day. Peace.